So there's a few things that people ask me about when I'm working with them is, how do I pick a medium? Or what's a good medium? It's a great question to ask. I have a lot of passion about this in my work. One is that you want to find one that you trust, one that has had some feedback, positive feedback maybe from others, referrals. One thing to notice is that when you're talking about mediumship, connecting with people that have passed on, you want someone who's skilled at what they do. That's why it's important to get referrals. Every medium works different. And one of the best things to look for is, are you comfortable with them? When you see them, do you feel comfortable? Do you feel that they are honest? Do you feel that they are concerned about your well-being? These are the things to think about. The experience of being in a reading can be different for everyone. One of the first things you can do to prepare for a reading is to really set it in a time where you're not rushed. You want to make it on a day where you don't have to worry about going or being somewhere right after. Sometimes traffic can get involved and then you're up top before you even get there. The second thing you can do is invite your loved ones to be with you, whether you believe it or not, that you're going to a medium. So invite your friends and loved ones in the spirit world to be a part of that session. The third thing to do is you want to look for a medium that is evidential. And what that means is an evidential medium will share with you particular things about your loved ones, who they were, what they were like, and little things that only your loved one and you would know. When that happens, it makes good for a good mediumship reading, because that means your medium that you're working with has a good link and has an open communication with the spirit world. They want to talk to us. They want us to know that they're okay. They want us to know that they love us. Some of them do want to come in and apologize, make amends for things that they didn't finish, let you know that they are with you. So a couple of things to avoid are making fast decisions. Spend your time, do your research. There's a lot of resources online. There's a lot of great mediums in the world. You want to look for someone who's an evidential medium. That means their whole focus is about connecting with the spirit world. And the third thing you want to look at is have an open mind. Be open to how the spirit world works. I'd like to say as a medium, they just, ring down here and they give us everything, hook, line, and sinker. And that's not the way the spirit world works. The spirit world is very intelligent, and they can impress their messages on that medium in subtle ways by words, thoughts, and feelings. Giving your medium a chance to take time and get to know your loved ones through the process will help with that. The other part of work is psychic readings, and that's readings that are really more about you. An example would be, you want to know what your career life is. And a lot of people get that confused. They think they're going to talk to their loved ones in the spirit world about their career life. But really, you should be talking to your own spirit and your own intuition about your career life. So a lot of people get those confused, is what you're looking for. So one, in picking a medium, decide what you want. Do you need to talk about you? Do you need to talk about your life, your health, your career, your relationships? Fantastic. See a psychic, someone that focuses on that. And do the same research. Be clear. Your psychic, your medium, should be able to start off that conversation. It's okay for them to ask, what are you looking for? Do you want to connect with a loved one, or do you want to have a psychic assessment? Those are completely comfortable. But at the end, that psychic, that medium, should be the one getting going. For example, if you come to me, kind of what you'll hear is, when I'm working with you, we have two ways to work. I'll look at you psychically, I'll look at your spirit, your mental, your career, your relationships, and your outlook. And I'll share that with you. And in doing that, your loved ones may come to visit. And in doing them, when they come to visit, I'll share with you who they are, how they passed, how they are connected to you, and also how they have other people on the other side. So hopefully the medium and psychic that you're seeing, the only difference is where is their level of focus. If they're focusing on you, that's a psychic assessment. If they're focusing on the spirit world, that's a mediumship reading. And if they're tuning into your guides, that's still an overall reading for your own benefit. Psychic assessment, spiritual purpose, healing gifts, all of that. At the end of the day, you want to make sure that you're open to what spirit has to offer. We as mediums can't force them to come through in a certain way. I remember one time I had a guy that I did a reading for, and I heard Spirit say before the session started, get your evidence ready. So I had that loved one with me before he called me, and I'm writing all these names and dates and birthdays and who's and this and the other. And I connected with the person's loved one, and I basically had, where she lived, that they went to school together, what college she went to, who her husband was, who her brother was. There was like a wealth of that loved one in the spirit world was really trying to make a good impression. And at the end of the session, the guy says, "Are you sure that's her?" I go, "Are you kidding me? How can that not be her? She just gave you her name, rank, and serial number. What more are you looking for?" If you're looking for them to manifest, boom, on the spot, I got bad news for you. It didn't work like that. They have to come through in a way that they feel is appropriate to us. So once you get a good medium and you've done your research, be open to how that loved one comes through. They may share memories, places, experiences that you can relate to, and let that medium have time to work with that loved one. If it's about you in your reading, write some questions down. What are you looking for? Are you looking for some sort of spiritual assessment? Do you want to know about your life? Do you want to know about your physical body? Do you want to know those things? Be prepared in that sense. And in doing your homework, checking with your intuition to make sure you're with the right person, and asking for guidance, you can't go wrong. I encourage you to consult a medium if you've lost a loved one. It helps so much with grief. If you're at a place in your life where you can't get your own answers clearly, see a medium, see a psychic, someone that can get you a different, higher perspective on things. But at the end of the day, regardless of what a medium or a psychic says, you get to say how it works in your life. You can change your direction. You always have free will. My hearts go out to anyone who's grieving the loss of a loved one, and I pray that you find someone that can help you connect with your loved ones in a way that brings you comfort and relief. If you're at a time in your life where you need to make decisions, seek out a good counseling support. If it's not a psychic, see a counselor, someone to help you work out your mental processes so that you can tap into that inner spirit that is always leading you to a happy, joyful life.